can't wait to hear your story. He's got to hide it.
So heavy. Metal? Metal? The metal here, the emblem. So heavy. What logo is this? Chicago. Oh, Chicago PD? Yeah. What was that called? What was that called?
Steamer?
For that steamer. Thank you. I never get a chance to say thank you, but thank you. I was trying to say thank you, but Audie Outlay just the last meeting, she just ignored me and she just left. But finally, I got a chance to say thank you.
Wait,
Thank you
oh,
very
you
much.
might have to do it again, guys. All right, I'm doing a. Hey guys, can you hear me now? I have a new. Is that better? Okay, good. Okay. All right, go ahead and do it. I got my new microphone. Tell me if you can hear him too.
Yeah. Happy New Year, Miss Lupita. Thank you very much for the what's that called again? Okay. Thank you very much for the steamer. I was trying to say, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas the last time, but Audie Outlay didn't wait for me. She just left. But right now.
I'm sorry, we have to figure this out. I'm trying to figure out the new audio. Hold on. Is that better? Testing, testing. What about now? I'm gonna be mad because I invested a lot of money into this microphone. What about now? Is this static still? Well, let me try turning it up or down. Okay, what about now? Just help me with these. If I had to take it off, I had to take it off. But okay, let's go. What about now? It's good now. I'll try to hold it stable. All right, you. Hey guys, all right. You tested. Like, say something. So we're testing the mic.
Good morning, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Miss Lupita. Thank you very much
And
for the
there's a lot of
steamer.
people there, but Ms. Lupita especially because.
Oh, right. And everyone else as well.
And yeah, because he wants to thank. It's okay, but quiet.
Good morning.
Morning.
Put on the government record.
Okay, how about that now?
Okay?
Is that better?
Let's put on the government record.
Oh.
I'm here today. Let's put on the government record. I'm here.
I need to talk to you, both of you, but
Talk to me?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you need to email my.
Better, guys, because I took it completely out.
What?
I don't want you to mad to me today because I'm talking about Donald Trump today.
Oh, yeah, that's okay.
I'm friends with everybody.
Right.
But
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm okay.
But the
This
thing
is better.
I'm okay.
I'm fighting for better than the lock up.
Dang, man, like
That's okay. I don't get it.
because this is the
Yeah,
two-way.
you
I don't know if you'll be able to hear it. It's supposed to pick up both ways.
It's
I got
very
the.
important.
I know.
So I'm
Okay.
protect even Donald Trump too.
Yeah.
So I make sure the system.
Hold on, guys. Let me put this away then.
But the system controlled by worldwide corporation.
Gotcha.
All right. I guess
Yeah. Donald Trump.
I'm gonna have to try to figure this out because I did every setting. I got the correct. This is my second one because the first one I said, oh, it's because it wasn't the Apple one. So I got the Apple one and it's still.
Did you buy it online or in person?
No, I got it from like a real sound place from New York. It's like one of the top.
Right. So
sound
that means you
equipment.
got it online. Meaning you got it online.
Yeah, I guess technically.
Then that's a lot of hassle to do the return and the refund. There's a lot of hassle. Get it out.
Well, I couldn't go to New York port.
Right. If you do that,
Hold on, guys. Let me put that away and I'm gonna try to figure this.
If
out.
What's wrong with your previous mic? What's wrong with that?
Well, because it's just for my phone, and a lot of times they say they can't hear the person I'm talking to. I'm gonna have to get my sound friend again. Happy New Year, guys. Oh yeah. Oh, he has a story. Yeah. Okay. So all right. So while we're waiting, tell us your story.
No, well, most important, I want to say Happy New Year, Merry Christmas to Miss Lupita. That's the most important thing, not the story. Well, the story
And
is
everyone else you're going to say right, but well, Miss
it
Lupita got her the
is
steam, him the
it is
steamer.
ever it is
So he's very.
everyone
He's
else.
always okay. This is
Um,
good now. Okay.
well, the story
Oh,
the
thank you,
story
Lupita.
is that um I was denied by Scientology because of Audit LA. They invited me to the New Year's Eve dinner, and then I went there on New Year's Eve to the big blue building. And then I was expecting everything normal. I was expecting good food, a good event, a lot of good people. But all of a sudden, the people who are really, really nice to me, um, all of a sudden told me I'm no longer welcome right there. And then, I asked them, oh, I was like, I was just here for the last Sunday. I was just here, a week ago, Sunday service. I shake hand with the pastor. I shake hand with all those ladies right there. But all of a sudden, I was like, last time I took the personality test. This week, they advised me to come back for the IQ test and for the altitude test. That's why I'm coming back. And then for the New Year ball drop event, what's the reason? And then the lady informed me that she said, I was involved with several anti-Scientology protesters. I am associated with them. And then I actively participated in their social media. And then they used the example, the big wheelchair lady. And then I realized, oh, okay, they were talking about Audit LA. And then I try to ask her, can you tell me what did I say? Can you, listen to the interview? What did I do? And then they keep saying, you send me as a spy to penetrate them.
I
That's what they said.
see. That's a lie. I've been telling you not to go. Right.
Listen,
Okay.
let me continue the
Okay.
story.
All right.
I was trying to fight for myself. I
Good.
was trying to fight for myself. I said, I need to speak with your supervisor because they are the one who told me stay away from you, and I am the one who wants to come to learn from you. I want to know, what is this organization all about? I want to find out some. I want to see it myself. And then all of a sudden you are saying, I work as a secret spy for that lady. That makes no sense.
No.
And
Because
then
I've been telling you stay away from them.
and then they said, sir, we're done talking. You are no longer welcome. Leave the property. Otherwise, we're gonna call LAPD for trespassing. So I don't have any other option. And then I said, well, the gentleman last week from the Sunday services invited me for the New Year's Eve the buffet dinner. Can I at least take some food before I leave? Is that okay? Because I'm here for the food. And then she said, nope, nope, nope. Just leave the property immediately before you got arrested by the LAPD for trespassing. So and then I I I was trying to be smart because the second day, because I know there are two more Scientology location next to the Wrong Harbor. They are all about the red line. And then it's even more scary is the moment I step into their building, their office, I'm just asking. The only thing I only said one sentence. I said I completed my personality test. I'm coming back for my IQ test. Within 10 seconds, they told me, sorry, sir, you need to leave the property. You are no longer welcome here. And then I be very smart. I go all the way to San Gabriel Valley. I go all the way to Pasadena. And then I go there and I say the same thing. I completed my personality test. I'm coming back for my IQ test. I'm very interested in that. And then, Pasadena is a little bit slow. Took them 5 minutes to kick me out. They already gave me the test. I was already given a pen paper I was already on my first question, and then they said, "Sorry, sir, you need to leave the property. You were associated with those extreme group anti-Scientology, so we don't. You cannot be here. Please stay away from all Scientology property. You are not welcomed. I'm sorry."
So what do you think of them now?
And then I was like, just because I have a family, I have a friends, I have classmates, I have coworker, they are anti-Scientology. That doesn't mean I am. Why wouldn't you give me a chance? And then they used the same reason. They said, you send me to be your spy. I was there to collecting secret information for you. I'm
But-
working for you. That's what they said. But that is my story. So before I met Eddie Dalle, I was able to enjoy my amazing Sunday breakfast.
You wouldn't have even known about them before Audit LA. You didn't know
Sunday.
nothing about Scientology.
Sunday service and then
Yeah.
really good breakfast. But right now I got
Now you're damaged good.
But anyway, that's my story. But anyway, I just want to say
But you
thank
should
you.
send them a clip it where we all beg you not to go, that it's a cult.
They saw that. They said we were acting. They saw that. They saw
Oh, that we
everything.
planned that.
They
Oh,
said
let's pretend. They're
they
idiots.
saw they saw everything. But
They,
anyway,
they watch, I know, they watch me very closely. They do. They watch everything I do.
But thank you, Miss Lupita. Merry
Yeah.
Christmas, Miss Lupita. Happy New Year, Miss Lupita. That's my story. So right now, I want to be a Scientologist. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to participate, but all of a sudden, I am the anti-Scientology.
You're the bad
I didn't
guy.
do anything,
Yeah, you spied. Oh,
and I didn't.
you spied for me. That's what I should have done. I should have, see, I didn't do that. I said, don't go, right? But I should have been saying, hey, Osa, it's really, Osa, you guys are so dumb. Like, you probably could have had this guy halfway because just feed him and he would be like, sign up for anything. And well, until it gets expensive. Right now, it's kind of free. Yeah, say hi to Janet. Say hi, Janet.
Janet Whalen.
Yeah, that's the one. She's the. See, that means your pictures that's what they do to us. They.
Yeah, I didn't do anything. So right now they are sharing my picture all over the Scientology churches. Oh my goodness.
No, what? I had to show it. No, because I haven't been here. Yeah, Ganja girl, she did a nice video for you.
What girl?
Remember she was visiting here? You met her. She was visiting.
Are you talking about the Canadian girl? That one?
She's not Canadian.
Oh.
She's from East Coast. She
Oh.
did a very nice video for you.
Nice.
Yeah, she made a video and put it on her social media.
I remember you introduced me a woman. You said she's from.
Oh no, that's Laura. That's Laura.
Canada. And then
No, that's
after I
Laura.
talked with her, she got really mad at me. She got really.
She's willing to give you another chance, I think. 'Cause I said, yeah, hi,
anyway.
Janet from another planet. You guys could have had him because we did not send him. I promise you, Osa, you freaking morons. I don't need anyone to infiltrate. You don't understand. I have people that tell me I know so much about. I know so much about the inside of your place. I don't need to send him because I would never send him. I got people from the inside that are Scientologists talking to me. So I know so much. You'd be shocked. I just don't put it out there.
Because Scientology doesn't understand that if Audit LA talking to someone, therefore, they are working for Audit LA, so that means everyone Audit LA interact with will be her spy. So
Exactly.
if you are using the same method, you can make sure the whole world, everybody you speak with can ever get accepted to Scientology.
Oh, okay. You didn't get to meet Ganja. Oh, okay, because she came, but she still, because they all watch you. So I'm going to show him after I'm done everything. We're done the meetings. I'll show him that because it's a great video. But here's her. Osa, let me tell you, Osa, if you don't believe me, that I have people on the inside already that are already Janet.
Yeah.
I know this. Okay, she lives on the
I saw your
second
video
floor.
on the Hollywood some sort of meeting. I saw that video on your channel. It's about Hollywood
bid?
BID meeting. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw your video on that. I saw your video on that. And I think I shook my hand with her several years ago in the World Postmaster event.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she's right now because she's 80 years old. All right. Hello. Hey, how you doing?
Favorite person.
Fine. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Oh, I know, but I love it. But you know what? He's been like, I've been warning him not to go to Scientology, right? Because they kicked him out because he's associated with us. They watch. He's all disappointed.
Wasn't he like?
Yeah, he's trying to join it. Yeah, and he's like
Got kicked out.
yeah, he went to the New Year's thing. See, they don't let, and he went to like 3 different ones.
Four.
Four
Pasadena, 4.
And they kicked him out. That tells you how good. Now you won't join a freaking cult. I was worried about you. Like they think I'm sending him.
Amazing Sunday breakfast every Sunday.
I know. Look, I know so much. I got. So I know people from the inside, huh? Because he's associated with me. They said you're with that lady. Yeah, they're really nice. And I didn't set. I was begging him not to. And they said he was acting like when we're like that. We set up like acting like, oh, don't go in. Like we were just acting. Oh, so you don't get. I have people on the inside. I know where Janice sleeps. I know she sleeps on the second floor of the blue building. She has a bedroom. She shares with like 12. Yeah, she shares it with like a dozen other women. They don't even. They're lucky because they have a bathroom in their room, but it's not. It's like the type of step-in tub. It's like it's not ADA.
When she's married, she has.
She's not even married anymore. Her husband traded her in for a younger model.
They can do that.
Yeah, he married a younger woman, and then her kid Blue, her kid Carrie Blue, and so she paid his freeloader to see. Oh, so I know so much. I got people on the inside. You'd be shocked.
I gotta go with 20%.
Oh, you do? Oh, what? Oh man, what time? Like, is it? What's court?
1:30.
Like, is it gonna be? What? But I thought that's all over. It's not over yet.
That's a fee hearing to see how much she has
Oh,
to pay for 150,000.
oh man, I want to see it. Right?
That will weigh into it. He can prove that he can't get it.
Yeah, but Scientology pays his
Well,
thing.
cut off his lawyer. They don't pay anything. He lost, so he's no. They have no use for it.
Oh my gosh! And I have another updated story.
He had 4 delays.
Wow. And you can't film it, man. I want to see it. Good morning. Man, what courthouse is it? 'Cause I want to try. Okay, I want to go to the city hall one, and then maybe I'm gonna try to go. But I have to go up. I have to be in Burbank. Oh, okay. There you go. Okay. That's all. But you'll post what happened, right? Like that's gonna be awesome. Oh, I have an interesting story too about is it what am I thinking of? Oh, Patrick Perry. Yeah, well, no, I bumped into someone and they're like, are talking about Scientology, and she's like, "Oh, I heard. I met a guy I know him. He's like said how mean the protesters are." I'm like, "Who did he meet?" He goes, "It was a guy with a dog." I was like, "What, Patrick Perry?" And he said, "Yes." Because yeah, that's it. And he's claiming to be a minister, and apparently his dog just bit somebody else last week. And I'm like, "He is a Scientologist," and they're like, "Good, he should be. He's a."
I didn't see. I saw him right after.
Yeah.
They loaded him in his ambulance. They said he had argued with somebody, so he came up to the window of their car, in their car.
What? Well, can you blame him? He's so crazy. And I'm like, so I reschooled her on who's the good guy, who's the bad guy. Oh, I feel bad. He can't join Scientology. Look how disappointed he is. They wouldn't even let him have the food on New Year's Eve. They wouldn't even give him a go dinner.
The so-called pastor is the one who shook my hand and
They don't have pastors.
He invited me there, and then all of a sudden,
audit.
I cannot even have a supervisor down there. I cannot even speak with
Yeah, you need me to write a note for you swearing. I'll
Why you are so fun? Why you are so happy?
because now I know you won't get snatched by the cult. Because I was getting worried for you, dude.
Doesn't make any sense. They want more people, and I'm desperately want to be with them, and then they desperately kick me out. That makes no sense. Because they want
because they're
more
cool.
people.
Yeah, but you're not going to work for $47 a week for.
Want more people.
Yeah, he might. That's true.
Merry Christmas, President. Merry Christmas, Vice President.
I'm glad Pooch is here. Are you going to go to city council too? But the one I sent was for tomorrow.
What is
They have a few LAPD items on tomorrow's for this. I thought it was today, but it's tomorrow. For like police cameras. I think I sent it.
Morning, Mr. Morning.
That's tomorrow, not today. I thought it was for today. Oh yeah, he was starting his other test. He's he got that cold. It's so easy. It could pluck him like I don't know.
This makes no sense. They want more people, and then I want to be there. We are a perfect match, and then right now,
But you know why? They don't want they don't want anyone. But see, they I already have people that are watching the abuses. They think that like I don't need to bring anyone in there. I have people already talking to me. Got that, Osa? Your people are already talking. You don't think that your people reach out to me? They do.
Or are you a corrupt judge, Mother Teresa?
I know you are a
Please
famous
go back in time.
personality.
I am not
never know-
famous.
I never know you are that famous.
I'm not
Everybody
famous.
Scientology knows
I am not famous.
Never know you are that
No.
What was that?
What? No, he's the one that started this. If it wasn't for you, yeah, but if it wasn't for you, this would not be my life mission. Like, I mean, you started this, the passion, but I was following you for year before then for your police stuff. I was into the First Amendment stuff, so I was following you for a long time.
situation?
You ever notice it says veto in?
See, right. But see, like, and then I was following your robots too before. Like, oh, I'm like, wait a minute, why is this guy's voice so familiar? You should watch his robot stuff. That stuff is classic, genius, gold. I'm hoping he helps me. I have to play. Of
Good morning.
course, yeah, whatever I can do for
You.
They want to know. Dan wants to know if you want to be the commander of the Scientology spacecraft. They believe in alien. Like, he just wants free food. What if we find somewhere else to give you free food? Okay. He said there's a plan. Can't be a Scientologist.
Thank you. Welcome everyone attending this morning. This commission is committed to ensuring equal access to a community. Requested that individuals provide the services of a translator, contact the board secretary no later than the day of the meeting. Possible translator will be provided. Sign language interpreters.
Oh, sir, I don't need him on the inside. Trust me. You'd be shocked if you knew who's talking to me. You'd be shocked. You'd be surprised how much information they're giving me.
We'll dedicate a total of 45 minutes of public comment. Members of the public will have 1 minute per agenda item, or a maximum of 2 minutes.
Trust me, Oza, I do not need to send anyone.
Speaker will be given 1 additional. In order to speak to the speaker, first, I will keep watching today's meeting. Also, you can speak to the room and Zoom for a total of 25 minutes.
Look at that.
Public comment reminder they speak to the agenda. No matter within the jurisdiction. Public comment is report. You appeal express the opinion on matters before the board. As a general express, we disagree with the opinions expressed. However, directing comments to other individuals who have spoken, attacking others who have expressed their opinions, shall be deemed off topic. Any public comment period will be concluded. Members of the public who choose to participate in the public comment portion of the agenda, you can participate in speaking in a number of ways outlined on the agenda. This is for those intending to meet in person. Meetings are regular meetings between the board, department, and key stakeholders. Meetings of the board of commissioners are open to the public. The states Ralph M. Brown Act affords the public the opportunity to be present at the hearings, meetings, hear the presentations and dialogue in real time, and provide feedback via the public comment period. During these meetings, the board to carry out expeditiously without delays or disruptions. Members of the audience will not engage in any conduct causing actual disruption of the meeting. Those attending in person are reminded that disruptive behavior will be caused removal. disruptive media was provided on one to cease disruptive behavior. Before the cease of the meeting, will be removed from the meeting. All attendees must be seated. I recall this rule will result in a warning and or removal from the meeting. Before we move to the agenda, I'd like to recognize and welcome our newest commissioner, Teresa Sanchez Gordon. Commissioner Sanchez Gordon is a retired judge from Los Angeles Superior Court. She was elected and presided for 21 years, retiring in 2017. Commissioner Sanchez Gordon was born in Mexico and raised in East Los Angeles. Prior to her time as a judge, she worked as a school teacher with Los Angeles Unified School District and a federal public defender of the United States Courthouse Central District. Mr. Sanchez Gordon, welcome to the commission. I'm giving the floor to you. Thank you. Again, we welcome you. Looking forward to listening to your insight. Before we move on to item number one, I want to mention that closed session number 00624 will not be heard in closed session today. Will be moved to a meeting. With that, we will move to item number one, the report of the chief of police.
Good morning, President Southers, Vice President Shields, Commissioners, Acting Inspector General Yu, and City Attorney Delaguerre. Today I will be discussing significant events from the previous 3 weeks, providing a crime update, discussing our personnel strength. I want to take a moment to acknowledge the recent tragic events in New Orleans and Las Vegas during the New Year holiday. These incidents are a sobering reminder that acts of terrorism can't happen anywhere without warning. As a department, we remain committed to training and preparing for such situations. We want to reassure the public that we're doing everything in our power to keep Los Angeles safe. We're closely working with our partner agencies to understand the circumstances surrounding these tragedies. The insights we gain will help us to improve our training and readiness to prevent similar incidents here in Los Angeles. Looking ahead, our city will host several major events, including the 2028 Olympic and Paralympic Games, and we're actively building a comprehensive safety plan to ensure these events are safe for everyone and successful. During the previous 3 weeks, we've had 3 officer-involved shootings that we'll discuss briefly below. First incident is an officer-involved shooting in Southeast Division on December 26th. Approximately 1840 hours, Southeast area uniformed gang enforcement detail officers were conducting a crime suppression activity in the area of Hoover and 92nd Street. While patrolling, we observed a male later identified as the subject, David R., vandalizing a wall on the southeast corner of the intersection. In response, the officers stopped their police vehicle to investigate. Immediately thereafter, a second male, later identified as the subject, Sergio F., who was standing adjacent to David R., produced a handgun and fired at the officers. Both officers quickly got out of their vehicle and returned fire, resulting in an officer-involved shooting. The subjects immediately entered an awaiting vehicle and sped away, prompting additional response. The pursuit ended when the suspect vehicle voluntarily stopped in the city of Compton, where the driver, later identified as Kevin Diaz, and 2 subjects were taken into custody without further incident. Upon immediate examination, officers noted one of the subjects, Sergio F., had sustained injuries from gunfire. They provided medical aid until Compton Fire Department personnel arrived. Once Compton Fire Department took over care, Sergio F. was transported to a local hospital where he was treated for a single gunshot wound and listed in critical condition. Diaz and David R. were not injured and subsequently arrested. No officers or other community members were injured during this incident. A loaded .45 caliber handgun with no identifiable markings and a shotgun shell casing were recovered from inside the vehicle. You can stay, Moses. Division investigators as long as you're done. Investigating this incident. You can have your opinion. It's okay. The second officer-involved shooting in Southeast as well occurred within 2 days. On December 28th at approximately 2023 hours, 2 victims were standing on the north sidewalk in front of the Macedonia Baptist Church, located at 1751 East 114th Street. The suspect, later identified as Kevin Dobie, approached the victims, produced an AK-style rifle, and demanded their property. As Dobie attempted to rob the victims at gunpoint, the victims charged him, taking Dobie to the ground. As the victims and the suspects struggled over the control of the gun, Southeast Patrol Division uniformed officers were conducting regular patrol in the area and observed the group fighting. Officers in their vehicle approached the group, but as they did, one of the victims yelled, "He's got a gun," multiple times. Officers brought broadcast a backup request and gave numerous verbal orders to drop the gun. As the victim continued to struggle with Dobie, he attempted to break away and an officer-involved shooting occurred. Dobie rearmed himself with a rifle and began to run west on the north sidewalk of 114th Street when a second officer-involved shooting occurred. During the incident, the suspect was struck by gunfire and dropped the rifle underneath a nearby parked car. Officers redeployed, and after backup units arrived, took the suspect into custody without further incident. It was later determined that the victims were also struck by gunfire. Victim 1 sustained a gunshot wound to his right forearm, and victim 2 sustained a gunshot wound to his left wrist. The suspect sustained 2 gunshot wounds to his left leg and a grazed wound to his back. All parties were transported to several local brown AK style rifle to investigate this incident. Third off-the-ball shooting occurred on December 29th at about 22:15 hours. Topanga Division. Topanga uniformed officers responded to a radio call of a vandalism suspect in a hotel located at 21706 Ventura Boulevard. While the officers were en route, the person reporting advised communications division the suspect was now holding the gun. On arrival, officers encountered the suspect, later identified as Benjamin Bradley Prince, walking in the driveway toward the street. Prince produced 2 firearms and fired at officers, resulting in an officer-involved shooting. Prince momentarily retreated toward a parked vehicle, but quickly returned fire with 1 firearm, fired again as the officers continued to return fire. Prince fled back into the hotel, and officers immediately established a perimeter around the building and requested the assistance of Metropolitan Division Special Weapons and Tactics. After Prince refused to surrender, SWAT element members, along with the Tactical Emergency Medical Support Unit from the Los Angeles Fire Department, entered the hotel and located Prince at the bottom of a stairwell. Prince had sustained gunshot wounds, and personnel from the TEMS unit immediately assessed and determined that he was deceased at scene. No officers or community members were injured as a result of the incident. Force investigators continued to investigate this event as well. During the investigation, a harpoon double-barrel shotgun was used. We concluded 2024 with 29 officer-involved shootings, which was a 14.7% decrease compared to 34 incidents recorded in 2023. As we begin 2025, there have been no officer-involved shootings or categorical uses of force reported so far this year. Another incident of significance, and that was newsworthy as well, was an incident on December 30th at approximately 8:52 p.m. Los Angeles police officers responded to a shooting in a shopping plaza in the 700 block of South Figueroa Street. During the incident, 2 security guards were shot while confronting a shoplifting suspect. Despite their injuries, one of the guards was able to return fire. The suspect was not struck and fled the scene, taking approximately $1,600 worth of stolen merchandise. Both victims were transported to the hospital for treatment. Early the following morning, on December 31st, Central Area Robbery detectives began their investigation. Surveillance footage from the store provided clear images of the suspect, which were quickly distributed to the public through our Media Relations Division. Thanks to the swift circulation of this information, a community member came forward with a tip, identifying the suspect and providing his residence, located less than a mile from the crime scene. Detectives confirmed the suspect's identity and his location. Officers responded to the residence and attempted to call the suspect out, but he refused to comply. Special Weapons and Tactics, our SWAT team, and the crisis negotiation team were deployed to the scene, making numerous attempts to establish communication and secure a peaceful surrender. When negotiations reached an impasse, a Garner warning was issued and chemical agent was deployed at the location. And after a standoff lasting approximately 4 hours, the suspect left the residence and was taken into custody without further incident. The search of the residence yielded a firearm believed to have been used in the incident and items connected to the robbery. The suspect has been charged by the district attorney for attempted murder. I want to take this opportunity to commend the professionalism and dedication of our officers, detectives, and specialized teams. I also extend my gratitude to the community for their critical role in providing timely information. Together, we were able to remove a dangerous individual from our streets in less than 24 hours. Another burglary crew arrest, I think, of significance since October. Officers from Metropolitan Division B platoon have been investigating a burglary crew linked to the Rolling 16th Street gang. This crew is believed to be responsible for more than 15 burglaries in the San Fernando Valley, with prior incidents reported in Devonshire and Foothill Division. Using advanced tracking technology and surveillance, officers monitored the suspect's movements. On December 17th, officers were alerted to the suspect movement in Foothill Division. With assistance from air support and undercover officers, 3 suspects were located and apprehended after a short pursuit that ended in Northeast Division. The suspects were arrested for burglaries, receiving stolen property, gloves, and radios. 2 police frequencies were recovered from their vehicles. A subsequent search of the suspect residence led to the recovery of 4 firearms, a shotgun, cash, and clothing linked to the crimes. 2 additional suspects remain at large, and officers are actively working to locate them. An additional incident here involving a bicycle and bicyclists, I think of note. I want to address the recent incident in the Mid-City area involving Mercedes-Benz and multiple cyclists. This situation also included a related altercation in which the driver of the vehicle was assaulted by several individuals. The vehicle itself was vandalized. Our detectives have a detailed report on file and are actively investigating both aspects of the case. At this time, efforts are focused on collecting additional evidence and identifying the individuals involved. We understand the community's concerns regarding incidents like this, and I want to assure you that we're committed to conducting a thorough investigation to ensure accountability and justice. As the case progresses, we'll provide updates as appropriate. And the crime picture now, this is for the week ending January 4th. Over the past 4 weeks, from December 8th to January 4th, combined persons and property crimes has decreased 14%. This includes a 17.7% drop in property crimes and a 1.5% decrease in persons crimes. Homicides citywide have significantly decreased overall, 100% reduction year to date compared to both 2023 and 2024. However, in the most recent 4-week period, homicides increased by 33%, with 16 incidents reported compared to the prior 4 weeks. While this uptick is concerning, the year-over-year decline highlights the progress in reducing homicides. Victims shot citywide has also decreased by 33% year to date compared to 2024. Aggravated assault saw a slight decrease of 0.4% over the last 4 weeks. Despite this, specific divisions such as Holland, Wilshire, and Olympic reported notable increases. These areas are under close review and resources being deployed as necessary. Robberies citywide declined by 2.1% during the same period. Burglaries, on the other hand, have risen by over 10% over the last 4 weeks, with residential burglaries increasing over 11%, and non-residential burglaries by 8.6%. Divisions experiencing the largest increases include West LA, Hollywood, North Hollywood, Foothill, and Central. At this time, no significant trends or patterns have been identified, but detectives are actively working to identify suspects and address these crimes. Meanwhile, motor vehicle thefts have decreased by over 11% overall. On the personnel front, our personnel string as of January 6th, sworn personnel, we are currently at 8,795, and our civilian staffing is at 2,678. That concludes my presentation this morning. Open to any questions by Dr.
Thank you, Chief. First, I'd like to start with considering the events that happened on New Year's Eve across the country, New Orleans and Las Vegas, and just a reminder that in Canada do happen. As we have significant games and events coming up, I appreciate your reminder regarding the World Cup next year, when it's 2 years later, and all the things in between. So thank you for your confidence, vigilance on focusing on those kinds of incidents. December 30th, Mr. Fingerroy on 7th Street, really appreciate swift response of partners. You having the information shared with the community and for the input and helping bring that further. Really good use of our community relations, using media department, as well as the community's response to help with responding personally and further incidents happen. So again, just thank you for doing that. I don't have any other comments or questions. I'm going to yield to
Thank you. And I have some of the same comments for, Commissioner Colors, so I'll get those. But thank you for the report. I did have, some concerns about, although on a whole last year, there was a 14.75% increase officer involved shooting, that there was a lot of violence within the past 6 years. I have a specific question about the second officer involved shooting. You mentioned that there were some also sustained gunshot wounds at this time. Those gunshots came from the suspect or from the
Likely from the officers, there's two victims are on the ground wrestling with the suspect over a rifle. The officers are trying to get these victims to move away. The suspect turned the rifle toward the officers. The victims were still in the line of fire at that point. The suspect was hit. The wounds they received, one was a graze wound, the other was a penetrating wound, but treated both were treated.
and that whole situation will come before the commission later to evaluate basically every time the trigger was pulled, that is going to be something we decide whether it's to call it here.
Yesterday, we held a 7-hour briefing on that. And that's a point where we determine whether the officers go back into the field, what their needs are, whether any identified training issues, equipment issues, technical issues, to be able to ensure that we learn in an immediate sense and be able to correct something quickly should we find out.
Thank you. And I think that was, I did also want to acknowledge that there was a police officer right before the new year as well, and we will send out some notices to the entire department and to the.
Thank you. Commissioners, thank you. Thank you very
What
much.
about the notices for the people we shot?
Now move on to item number 2 on the agenda, public comment period. Madam Secretary, email first.
First speaker is Tyson Shady.
Morning, so Chief, I remember, one of the first, interview you did with Fox News, I remember you say one of your priorities is to increase the morale within the LAPD, you say, I think, you said LAPD morale is like historically low, and you want to increase that. I agree with that, 100%, I support that. However, I want to make sure that you are also aware, I feel, the member of the public, they also have a more low morale. So in the member of the public, sometimes I interact with my neighbors, they lost the message, oh, I'm not gonna call the LA, we waste our time, they don't do anything. Sometimes their car, I just say they have they get a flat tire at the moment, they wake up in the morning, they got a window, their mirror gets smashed, and I say, why didn't you file a police report with LAPD? And then the morale of the public, oh, I'm not gonna do that, it's a waste of time, they don't do anything. So, I support you to increase the officer morale, so officer trust you, come to you, asking for support, but I also wish that let's make member of the public, have more morale, so everybody, come forward and report the crime, because otherwise, tomorrow I got to be out on the metro train, I'm not gonna file a police report, they don't do anything, that's pretty bad. So, increase the officer morale, at the same time, increase the public morale. So number one. Second is a small feedback for the metro, the transit metro officer on the LAPD metro. I was detained approximately 15 minutes. They need a tag card checkpoint or something like that. They check everybody who have a tag card. For me, I'm a student. My student ID is my tag card. My tag card is my student ID. So it's only one card usually. And then the officer seems like it's very unknowledgeable that when they ask me, what's your tag card? Which I don't have because my student ID is my tag card. So it takes them 15 minutes to figure it out. And then it's not a pleasant conversation. I wish, in the future, instead of telling I don't need your student ID, I need your tag card now. I wish, we can have a professional, easier, more peaceful, more courteous conversation other than just yelling, I don't need your, I need your tag card now, something like that. So, just be aware, certain college universities, their student ID, tag card, two card in one system. Let's make sure everybody understands that, because I'm not gonna file a complaint, email the chief, email the cabinet, I'm not gonna do any of that. But I do feel, there are some certain knowledge and experience, and professionalism can be improved, provide better services on LED visual box.
Andrew Graver.
Items.
3 minutes.
All right, to start it out with the chief's report, the chief's report should be limited to a maximum of 3 minutes at every meeting. If the chief's report exceeds 3 minutes, we should go to match status time the chief takes. Regardless of how long the chief takes, everyone should be able to speak both in person and on the phone. So I noticed that the chief is continuing to omit important detail about that incident with City Hall. So I'm wondering if you could clarify for the public record and such, when the victims were shot in that incident, where the cops shot some, like the armed robbers and the victims were shot, could you clarify who shot the victims? Would you be able to do that on the, up to the public record here? You still haven't clarified that. So who shot the victims? Was it the LAPD officers? Did the LAPD shoot the victims? That's what it sounds like happened. Sounds like the LAPD officers shot the victims. So that's really interesting what the LAPD is doing. We'll say, aren't they? All right, let's move on to the consent agenda. We have, so I don't know what you're getting here, like just random tools that are just completely weird and such. Donations for the teenage indoctrination program where the LAPD trying to get teenagers to become cops while sexually active. We have, let's see, there's just so many different donations here. It looks like McDonald's taking a vacation again. You have a police dog. You're not sure where that place is. It's a kennel named after Hitler's bunker. That's usually where you get the dog. It's just a kennel named after Hitler's bunker. The bunker that he hid out in to avoid capture in the Cold War. So I would assume that's where you're getting the dog. That's usually where you get the dog. That kennel named after Hitler's bunker. So you have donations for the Desert Death Run, passed out and have to go to the hospital on taxpayer dollars. You have college scholarships for kids of LAPD officers. So I guess if you're a kid of an LAPD officer, you get free college. That's what you go debt for into their 50s. But you go to college. So, but yeah, again, it's just, just more option. I'm sure the new commissioner is gonna be just more of the same thing. So, yeah.
The next speaker is Auden Ali.
Good morning. I want to talk about two things. First, there was yet another swatting of anti-Scientology peaceful protesters, people who are concerned about the human trafficking, senior and child abusing cult of Scientology. They are peaceful, but yet they keep getting swatted at gunpoint. This time it was the one person who's been here before who's been swatted, I think 7 times, 8 times now, gun pointed to his head, and a 17-year-old youth. They were not even there, but they get swatted because anytime they're seen, they're on TV, on streaming, whatever, they get swatted. We know that Scientology or their people, their affiliates, whatever, have a lot to do with it. And we've been begging for help to get to the bottom of it. I am just so glad that today that the chief's report didn't include a 17-year-old minor reaching for his phone to call his mom didn't get shot because an officer, thinking that he's reaching for a gun. That could have been the story today. That could have been on the chief's list because no one's doing anything to find who is calling on people. I know Scientology doesn't want to be protested. I know Scientology comes to you like Janet Wieland and all these, people there on their CPAPs. They shouldn't be on your CPAPs telling you that the protesters are dangerous and we're criminals and violent. It is a lie. All the violence is coming from the other side, and it's not fair. And they have all this power, they have all this money, and all we have is our voices. And I also want to mention another person who, would love to have been here today, but can't. She called the police and they treated her so poorly because she was protesting there. Okay, now this is somebody who was trafficked and raised and abused by this cult, sexually abused in every manner, left, and now she can't even say hi to her parents because they're in it, and and they're not allowed to talk to her. They have to disconnect. Okay, and she called for help, and the police, because they're so poisoned, your minds are so poisoned, because all you have is Janet Wieland on your CPAPs telling you about how horrible we are, and then so they're treated horribly. She was in tears because somebody slashed 4 tires of her van, and she was treated horribly. This is a victim on 2 different levels, of the cult and of the cult, because they're the ones slashing the tires. These are not random people coming and slashing the tires of a protester. These are not random people calling swattings on 17-year-old kids. It's, these are people who are either Scientology, and we've heard their voices. It's Scientology doing it, or people affiliated, because they also hire people to fair game people. I'm being fair gamed. Every other protester is being fair gamed. And I push through any fear because, I'm not going to let them shut me up just because, they want me to go away. But I'm going to keep coming here and begging, and I'm asking the chief and the commissioner, I'm trying to get a meeting because the woman who had her tire slashed, who was mistreated, wants to speak to you guys. I want you to talk to real victims of Scientology. Yes, and while I'm here real quick, he wants to talk to it, like after all the public speaking. He doesn't really want to speak, but he wants to talk to investigator too about a personal case of his. I do, yeah. I contact you often, but he wants to be able to talk to someone today, but after the public speaking. Thank you.
Good morning.
Morning, what items would you like to
Chief report, agenda items, public comment. First off, I want to let the chief know I truly appreciate his
Spoiler now.
support, and I support all the.
I'm sorry, because I have other people that are calling tonight.
Agenda. A lot of people don't realize
Just as soon as,
what the
just
city
public comment.
pays for, doesn't pay for, why these donations are needed. Also, apparently there's people out there with way too much time on their hands posting stuff on Instagram, Nextdoor, other websites with incorrect information about LAPD officers. Get your information straight, stay off those sites, and we need to support LAPD. Happy New Year, stay safe and healthy. I yield the rest of my time.
The next speaker, Lee Jameson.
That's the one. He's already there. He's talking. He doesn't really want to talk up there. I put you first, man. They're going out of order. Let me go up to order. Hold on.
Morning, I'm gonna be on all items. So first off, let's just be clear, you guys shot 2 innocent people. They were victims of a crime. You guys showed up and shot. Let's make that clear. All right, you can use all your Orwellian talk. That's what happened. I digress. So you guys are having a terrible time recruiting. If I heard correctly, your staffing is about 8,700. And I was at the CPAB meeting in Hollywood a few weeks ago. And the captain there was blaming their recruiting problems on the media. It's the media's fault. It's the media's fault. And they hired this dinosaur to fix it. And let me tell you something, you know, your problem has nothing to do with the media. You can blame it as much as you want. Half of the population, 52% of the population are women, but 20-something% of the LAPD are women. You have a woman problem. And why do you have it? So I'm not here to try to help you guys out, but let's go over why you are having these staffing levels. The way your department abuses women. The women in your department come to me and ask for help. Why are they coming to me? It's not my job, it's your job. Now we have this guy in the mission division. His name's Philip Ruiz. And you guys, a lady came to them, came to the LAPD, and said, this guy is abusing me. Pulled me off the hair, by the hair off the bed, and by my arm. And when I broke up with him, he stalked me. And he broke into my job and went through my Rolodex to get information. And then when I went out with my new boyfriend, he followed us to the venue. When I went to the bathroom, he pulled me to the side and he grabbed me by my crotch. That's a crime. That's a crime. And what did the LAPD do? The LAPD investigated it. They kept him on the force, even though I found new documents last week that he had been suspended before for abusing the same woman. So LAPD said, we are not going to fire him because since it happened against the same woman, it doesn't constitute a pattern. That's you guys. And so you wonder why women do not want to join the LAPD. Then you have Lillian Granda. She went to the chief, the last chief, and said, you know what, I'm being sexually harassed. And he said, I'm not going to speak out against it. Why? Because I don't want it going viral. And then she went to court and won $4 million because of that. $4 million. We paid $11 million in settlements since 2019 because of these issues. I filed a complaint against Chief Moore. And what did these guys do in a commission? They said it was unfounded. We went to court, we had to pay money because of him, and they said it's unfounded. And it's enough. They don't hold the cops accountable. We can hold them accountable. All these people work in the private sector, call their boards, call their contractors and their clients, and you ask them if this is what you expect of the people who hold the cops accountable.
Thank you.
Good day. Shame on all of you. All of you. Shame on you women who put up with it.
Running with items.
All items, please. First, I'd like to wish everyone a happy new year. I wish that all the officers remain safe and the entire public be safe. I'm going to start with a prayer and a pledge. This prayer is a St. Michael prayer, the patron saint of police officers. St. Michael the Archangel, defend us in battle. Your protection against the wickedness and snares of the devil. May God rebuke him, we humbly pray. And do thou, O Prince of the heavenly host, by the power of God, thrust into hell.
Sir, your comments are off topic. Please speak to items on the agenda.
You're interrupting a prayer for police officer safety.
Sir, in front of one of the police commissioners meeting, and we have an agenda, you can speak to agenda items, or items.
That is my public comment, sir. Am I not allowed to pray during public comment for police officers? St. Michael is the patron saint of police officers.
I thought it was good.
I think that is on topic and relevant, especially beginning of the new year. So, thank you for interrupting my prayer. May I say the Pledge of Allegiance, or is that off topic also?
Reagan's there.
What is on topic is you should be doing your job. And there have been many times when I've seen people interrupt a meeting and you do not do your job, President, others, I'm talking to you. And you have the gall to interrupt me while I'm saying a prayer for police officers safety in the beginning of the new year. Reflect. Reflect. There's much to say. I suggest that you take a look at the letter that was written by the Voices of LAPD. I am one of the members that collaborated on that. I am a positive force for policing, for communication, and which is more than what I can say for the police department at times. And we try to work as partners. As a resident of Los Angeles, I have concerns. We brought up these concerns over the last year. both verbally and in writing. We expect them to be addressed. This department has a new chief, Chief McDonald, great report, chief, by the way. I think morale is going to improve because a lot of people in the department who I talk to have confidence in Chief McDonald. And those are your best recruiters, the officers themselves. Now, if you look at NYPD and what's going on there, I suggest you take a look and see the scandal of overtime, sex for overtime scandal that's going on over there. So you need a man of good morality and is greatly respected. That will improve. You only had 21 recruits graduate. You need to do something to improve recruitment and retention and stop interrupting people. Thank you.
Next speaker, Jonathan Foster.
He was here first. He was here first.
Hello, I'm Jonathan Foster. I support the police 100%. I think they do 98% excellent service, and there's this 2% that's gross, and it's really gross. That's all I'm going to talk about because it's gross. I just want to say, Phil Lesh did pass away, a great man for humanity. So last time I was here, Chief, I talked about Sonia Massey. She was shot by this officer in Ohio. They also shot Carr Smith because they were holding something over their head. And what I forgot last time, which is so very important, is Officer Grayson had a dishonorable discharge from the military. Chief. He had a dishonorable discharge. Nobody should hire a police officer that was dishonorably discharged from the military. On November 26th, 24, that meeting has 4,000 views. I don't understand why. So many things I'm not going to be able to get to. I'm going to talk about Jose Espinosa, who's rotting in jail, and the money we're spending on him. It's not going to a homeless female who's homeless. It's going to Jose Espinosa, who's a criminal, illegal alien. And so I wanted to ask Mother Teresa about the 57-year-old Sabrina Kalam, who was set on fire in New York City subway. So all you people that are the California Values Act, we don't need a border, let everybody stay here, should be set on fire. Everybody that says keep the border open, you need to be set on fire. Everybody that has the California Values Act and says that the illegal alien should stay here, like one of the callers, his uncle, yeah, you need to be set on fire. This was a very nice lady. She was homeless. And we're spending money on Jose Espinosa. And now the treatment center on fire, we're going to pay for him. It's not going to the female that was actually homeless. And people think that I'm a creep. Russia thinks I'm a creep. Yeah, I would have this money going to homeless females. Rosario Mack was on the ground, he was shot. And Soboroff says it was in policy, but that's out of policy. And this judge needs to look at what Eileen did and swept this under the rug. If you're worth anything. Because I know you're dead, just like those people over there. They're dead over there. You're dead here too. Errol, you're dead too. You haven't looked out for Jamil Shaw Jr. or the Jamil Shaw Sr. family. You're dead too. Just like he's dead. Sancho Tina, he's dead. Thank you.
Thanks.
Burn in hell.
Hi, can you hear me?
Hi, yes, what items did you like to speak on?
All items.
Okay, 3 minutes.
Okay, so first I want to start by giving a bit more context to what audit they were saying about them the other day. Not only were her tires slashed, all of her locks on her van were filled with some type of glue, making it impossible to even get into her vehicle. Also, it was in front of her house. She had walked to the blue building of Scientology to protest, and meanwhile, while she was protesting, they decided to do this to her at her house as probably a way to be like, look, we know where you live. It's intimidation, all that stuff. She called the police, and it took several hours before she called them back, and she was told that they already came by, even though her and other people were outside waiting, and they did not come by. And I don't know if they ever did show up, but they kept saying, we can't send an officer out, we can't send an officer out for vandalism. That wasn't vandalism. That's like intimidation, and I don't know the technical terms, but that's totally above vandalism. Also about the swatting situation. Okay, you talked about all these people that were killed. Well, like Audis said, a 17-year-old boy could have been killed on Thursday in, I think, Olympic division. He was scared to death. I heard him panicking. He had a phone on his lap, and he kept telling them that he's a minor. He kept asking me if he could take the phone off his lap. And we all know what would have happened if he would have reached for that phone. And these, I don't know if it's Scientology or who it is, but whoever's doing this to the protesters of Scientology, they need to be looked into. Detective Gomez needs to be taken off this case, and I hope that you can put someone on this case that is not biased on either side to look at this, because I don't trust that she's actually doing her job. But the SWAT need to be taken care of. You need to look into them or pass them on to the FBI. Do something, because a 17-year-old almost died for no reason. And that's not the first time that he had a gun pointed at his head. I yield my time.
Great job.
Next speaker, Hassan Khan.
I'll post clips, Gina. Thank you guys for being here. That was good, Gina. I love this guy. He's so cute. Oh.
I hope you give me the extra minute talk today, 2 minutes, and very important. Okay, and good morning, Police Chief, and everybody here. And today, January 7, 2025, I'm talking about the election President Donald Trump. A job for President United States of America to protect USA and all American people right and safety. When Mr. Donald Trump become the President United States of America with the Chief Judge Supreme Court John Roberts, Donald Trump put one hand on the Holy Bible and another hand he raised up. He swear, liar, very seriously to God and all American people. Donald Trump protect big worldwide corporation, corrupt system, control USA. They benefit for Donald Trump and they support Donald Trump. Donald Trump running for president. His money doesn't care all American people, rich or poor.
Sir, this subject is off topic, it's not an
I know, but it's very important to safety for all American people. I understand that.
Please address the issue that is on topic that we can.
Thank you. I'm okay talking about. Okay. So this system broken, they doing all kind of dumb and wrong to lie, danger to all American people, killing American people everywhere, killing veterans, UN military, we are a victim. They kill American people.
Sir, this is not a topic that can be addressed by the board.
Okay, thank you. So I hope he will stop for president and good for all American people and safety for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
We have Rajan.
Thank you.
Yeah, good job.
There is kill American people in jail, mental hospital every day.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'd like to start by expressing my surprisement on the decision to outsource the investigation of the dozens of swatting incidents targeting protesters of the cult of Scientology, particularly those involving the person going by pseudonym BOA. It is refreshing to see the issue finally receive the attention it deserves. though apparently not from LAPD itself. It's unfortunate that 2 days ago, while POA was in Washington, yet another swatting incident occurred, once again endangering lives and wasting precious resources. Now, the case has been elevated to the Department of Homeland Security and the Metropolitan Office Department's Office of Intelligence. Perhaps we should be grateful. After all, it seems resolving this serious and ongoing criminality is beyond the LAPD's reach. But let me ask this. How is it that a city the size of Los Angeles, with all its resources, is unwilling to address what has now become a matter of national security? The people targeted by these swatting incidents deserve to feel safe, and they deserve to know their local law enforcement has their back. Instead, you've allowed this issue to escalate to federal agencies, leaving a trail of unanswered questions and a continuous threat to the community. So while I acknowledge the commendable work being done by Homeland Security and the Office of Intelligence, I have to ask, when will LAPD start doing its job? When will you take the action to protect innocent people from being terrorized? Or is outsourcing solutions now the standard operating procedure for issues you'd rather avoid? That's all.
Next speaker, who made a comment?
Great job, Miriam. Yes, it was mentioned, Gina.
So, Aaron Suthers just now silenced the previous speaker saying that the subject was on topic. And it makes you wonder that what the fuck is on topic? Because how many years we've been coming here for the last 20 years and we've been bringing them facts and figures and everything that that this is how people are being targeted. This is what Operation Laser does. This is what Fretfold's fuckery is. This is what suspicious activity reporting has done. And on and on and on. So what subject would make sense to you, Aaron Suthers, where you will take real action? So let's take something, for example. So there was a report in the LA Times on January 3rd about LAPD stats and statistics. Okay? And they talked about SV's robberies and old court cases and all of that stuff. So now, if that is going to be on topic, so let me ask you, what all have you done? Because there's a long history of LAPD misclassifying statistics. 25,000, over 25,000 of them just about 7-8 years ago. Yeah, you weren't there, but this is just what the institution is built for, as shock absorbers for the system. Then you had body cameras turned on. Then you had young kids being placed in as gang members wrongfully. Then you have wrongful, just planting of evidence and on and on and on. And then we bring you all those statistics and more. And McDonald's, the first thing he talked about in the ordinance was, again, see something, say something. Well, let's talk about that. What has that produced? What has that stopped? For the last 30 years, we've been seeing this national security, police state, intelligence gathering, data collection, and we're seeing that again. What have license plate readers done? Instead, wrongfully gone after black and brown people. Instead, providing information to immigration and customs enforcement. So what topic do you want us to talk about? What actions do you take? Let's talk about providing alternatives to extremism. Have you heard of that program at all? Do you even know what that is? Do you even know that what's that doing for young people? Do you even know that how their behavior is being pathologized? And young people are being in schools, are being criminalized? Do you even know that counselors are being recruited? Do you even know that principals are being recruited to report on youth? Just because it's about behavioral surveillance? What topic do you want us to bring to your attention? I want to hear that. Let's talk about the expansion of the architecture of surveillance. Let's talk about stingrays. Let's talk about digital receiver technology. Let's talk about drones. Let's talk about mass surveillance. What topic? What topic should have an impact? What do you do about it? Is there any answer? Is there any answer? Because somebody comes up here and talks about something and you say you're off topic. Well, what else do you want to hear? Because you're doing nothing. You're just a rubber stamp body and a shock absorber for the system. And that's what we're going to do. Keep on exposing and disrupting. Thank you.
Here's Montez, then.
My name is Montes Gallon with the South LAPD Spying Coalition, and I realize some folks' first meeting, one of the principles we have at the South LAPD Spying Coalition is that this is not a moment in time. It's in that framing that I want to address the Board of Police Commissioners and the function. Starting about a century ago in the 1920s, in response to kind of police controversy, and was supposed to, and they provide oversight and kind of settle these issues. But since then, there have been outside bodies, outside commissions that have had to deal with controversy, scandal that continues to go on. And when we want to talk about the real function of this commission, we just look at the agenda, where there are these seemingly benign donations. There's one for the canine donation. And it's interesting, whenever there are donations, the vendors are named. In this donation, the vendor isn't named. And so one has to wonder, every canine donation so far has come from Alabama, as the previous caller brought up, a kennel made out of Hitler's bunker. And so is this dog from Alabama as well? And it begs the question, why isn't that named? And so just that kind of brings back some history about LAPD and their relationship with canines. Or like February 1992 LA Times article that highlights how footage, images were being circulated of people mauled by LAPD dogs. And there's actually a civil suit filed in the complaint that hundreds of people, particularly African Americans and Latinos, have been viciously mauled, grievously injured by police dogs without probable cause. The article even cites ER doctor that compared the bites to wounds similar to a gunshot. So this is the kind of tradition of LAPD dogs and how they practice. And then we have in November of 1997 another LA Times article that brought up the kennel that LAPD gets their dogs from. And the article is titled Riverside Kennel in Focus of Controversy over Police Dog. And the article primarily talks about the 1990 mauling of Charles Dennis. And I want to just read the opening line of the article where it says, half his nose was gone, a deep gash stretched from his lower lip to his ear, a piece of skin flapped on his cheek. This is the history of LAPD dogs. This is the violence that they're kind of inextricably tied to. And, last year, there were plenty of articles over the controversy of the name of this kennel. That somehow suggested, ties to white supremacy and white supremacist violence, right? And so it was a solution to end this violence. Is that what the commission did? They sanitized it, just erased the That's the tactic of this commission. That's what they do. And so today, we have a multi-ethnic Board of Police Commissioners signing off on the donation of a dog from a kennel named after Hitler's bunker in the tradition of slave catchers that use kennels to catch black people. I give the rest of my time.
The next speaker, Minister Ms. Kelly Sample.
Well, let's see what you do about that topic about Hitler's dogs, motherfuckers.
Good morning. I'd like to address the issue of police station 251 East 6th Street, zip code 914. I am a Christian minister, born female, and Spanish police officers, female police officers, have using me for some kind of financial gain. I'm a severe victim of crimes, and apparently they know the true settlement money. And I want an entire investigation. These police officers, these females, are impersonating male police officers. A female can't break into my apartment and commit sexual acts, etc., steal from me, steal settlement money, buy homes in Kern County, buy homes in San Bernardino County. That's my settlement money, and then call me some kind of disability person. I want a full investigation of Police Station 251 East 6th Street, zip code 914. Those female police officers are mimicking male police officers. I don't know them, but apparently they've done their background investigation and they know me, and they know me to be a severe victim of crimes. Rape in the sleep. They know that Barack Obama and Bill Clinton, the history of men coming to California and taking advantage of a Christian black woman because I was a virgin in my 30s. Now, something needs to be done about the 251 East 6th Street police stations in code 914. those Spanish female police officers cannot commit the crimes that they're committing against me without the authority of the vice commander and the police chief. That cannot take place. Stealing my signing money, that cannot take place. They've investigated me, so they know that I'm not stealing with money. And I want you to know that my lawsuit, Kelly A. Cliff versus Los Angeles District Attorney's Office, consent for all Third Amendment. This prominent defendants who have all been served. However, because I did not have legal representation when the lawsuit was filed, I'm on appeal and I've appealed it 2 or 3 times. So now, the year 2025, may Jesus Christ bless me with good legal counsel that will not sell me out like accountants and Johnny Depp's, the actor's accountant, sold me out. They lied on me based in person, said that they would not accept my case, would not investigate stolen money, and they did act as my accountants. And I just want to remind you that William Bragg, police chief, has passed me on to Princess Diana, King Charles's sons before marriage, raped in the sleep. Now they have children, and the children are running around talking about mental illness. I have a lawsuit against their children. Do something about 251 East 6th Street Police Station, zip code 914. I don't like being passed around a police chief. This has got to stop. I'm a human being.
Ma'am, thank you very much. Those 2 officers are very waiting to take your.
Speaker is Megan.
Roger, I just need to point out again that like you endlessly offer condolences for dead cops and you never offer a condolence for anybody that the cops shoot. And it's really fucking heartless and it's really clear whose lives you value and whose lives you don't. At the last meeting, you ruled on the murder of Jason McConney. To refresh everybody's memory, Jason McConney was experiencing a severe bipolar episode when Officer Caleb Garcia Alameda shot him at close range. Even as officers were physically apprehending Jason already, Officer Garcia Alameda was brand new and still on probationary status and was fresh out of the LAPD training, which programmed him to do exactly what he did. So you did rule that murder out of policy. I started wondering what the statistics were. How often are you shooting people in mental health crises? How often are those people carrying no weapon? And how often do you rule those shootings out of policy? What actually happens to the officers who commit out of policy shootings? So I go looking for stats on that. They're not easily accessible, which surprised nobody. But I did find an article from the LA Times where they reviewed LAPD records from 2018 to 2023, examining over 200 cases in which officers fired at civilians. And they also reviewed hours of body camera video, search warrant affidavits, civil lawsuits. Okay, so behavioral crises involving edged weapons. I counted for about 27% of police shootings. Mind you, an edged weapon in this case counts as a plastic fork. So that accounted for 27% of your shootings between 2018 and 2023. The officers who fired their weapons had an average of 9 years experience. Shootings of people who had sharp objects, not necessarily weapons, were more likely to end with someone being killed than were confrontations involving suspects armed with guns. Okay? So, seems like that officer did exactly what you trained him to do, which is why your out of policy ruling on Jason McConney is completely fucking symbolic. Caleb will more than likely, way more than likely, not lose his job for that. And the reason why we know that, actually, the report that you published, Django, a couple years ago, you issued a report called Discipline Resulting from Out of Policy Officer-Involved Shootings, 2015 to 2020. It examines 45 cases during that time span, which involved 66 officers firing their weapons against department guidelines for bullshit to begin with. The report found that in those cases, the officers fired 301 rounds and 220 of those shots were out of policy. Not surprise you that 42 out of the 54 victims were Black or Hispanic. 42 out of 54. 20 of those people died. How many LAPD officers were fired? None. Fucking sadistic motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Next speaker, go comment.
Yeah, so that happy bad year. Yes, that's right. So we're doing a little bit of an expose. It appears Russia got a big award in the Attorneys of the Year in 2024. Apparently represents some clients involving an antitrust violation. Is that right? Is that what you did? See, she works for a big law firm. Apparently. Takes great credit and great pleasure, but the way that I see it, Russia, I'm just wondering if there were any, you want to cover any crimes, or are you covering that up by attorney-client privilege? So your client had to pay $50 million to settle it. You see, when you buy gas in California, the price gets too big. Russia gets bad guys. Right, Russia? So you should take credit. Let's give her a hand. So as you see, one compromise and three more to go, right? Now, the reason that Jim's numbers are down on burglaries, hey, yes, I witnessed a burglary of a vehicle at 844 South Newman Street Thursday night. And I called the police department. An hour and 14 minutes on hold, Jim. They wouldn't come out and take a report because I am a puppet and they don't drive. I'm not the owner of the vehicle. Even though the burglar is homeless down the street, they burglarized 7 other vehicles in the area in the last 64 days. And also the assailant left his cell phone in the backseat, Jim. But your officers wouldn't come out and retrieve the evidence to make the arrest. So you see, Russia, that's why his statistics are so much lower, because they put you on hold for non-emergency services. 877 Ask LAPD, Russia, takes an average of 45 minutes to an hour and 17 minutes just to get the officer on hold. So most people hate Russia. And that's why those crimes don't get reported. That's why they're down, because it's done by design. Right, Your Honor, over there, the judge? Isn't that conspiracy under color of authority, Your Honor? See, that's the problem. I told Jim McDonald, by the way, take this job that you'd be spending all that time covering up those dirty crimes, Jim. You're covering up, Jim. So we will say a prayer for Jim McDonald to come back to the side of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, go to the FBI, and turn over all those files, Jim, and take the retirement in the Brock payment. And you will be the biggest whistleblower in American history. Thank you.
And from the speaker.
Thank you. We'll now move on to agenda item. Questions on
Because I don't want to.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna go with that guy.
Thank you. We've heard that, I move that we authorization for that to amend A to N. Is there a second?
All right.
Still on the other side of the.
I'm back, guys. I'm gonna when I'm gonna have to come back. I'm gonna go up live right now because it's gonna be private stuff, and I'll come back. Hey guys, I'm back. Yeah, I had to do it privately. Because there's just different things going on, and I'm gonna have to meet for school night. But I don't know what's going on with and Streets and I are gonna talk later. I mean, to be honest, a lot of times when you're dealing this stuff, you don't really realize what's going on. So I always give benefits of the doubt, and we'll talk. But I couldn't talk then because they were waiting for me. The guy with the investigator was nice enough to let me continue listening to to everything.
Thanks, guys. It's for fun.
City Hall's over there.
I know, we gotta go. It's city
Okay,
council
yeah,
meeting.
yeah.
Jeez.
But I do want to get a drink at the second floor first while you're doing that. Okay?
No, let's do it after, because they're probably calling. Well, just wait for. I'll go with you afterwards.
All right. Yeah, do it now. It's down to-
No, you'll be okay. Just
No.
yes, you will.
Tell you what. How much
I don't know. Hey guys, I'm back.
water?
No, no, probably like $4.
Can you give me that and I'll just do it and meet you at the meeting?
Yeah, just put it on your car. We back? Am I back? Yeah, sorry guys. I had to wait, I think it's this way. Yeah, but I think it's this side of the building anyway, so I think. Hey guys. Yeah, I had to man, I am thirsty. But hopefully they sign me up to speak. I don't know, it might be too late. Does anyone know, is it too late to speak at City Hall? But I had to take care of that stuff. Hopefully we're gonna keep pushing for the meeting with the chief. I told him, and Laura said she would go. So, and I hope, and I'm hoping Serge will go. So I'm gonna keep pushing for, yeah, because we're victims as protesters, but I'm talking about, I want them to hear from actual, from victims so they know we're not just protesting for nothing, They need to hear. So, but thanks. I had to talk to him personally because there wasn't just my stuff. I think it's in this side. I'm going this way. But let me check. I don't know what I'm doing. Wait, isn't this City Hall?
Yeah, but you're the wrong entrance.
Where's the entrance?
Over there, where I was going.
This isn't an entrance. Is this City Hall here?
This is the back of it.
Yeah, but but I thought it's on this side.
We go through that way. The main entrance, City Hall East is in the other street.
All right, let's go up here and go around here. Because this is City Hall, right?
Yeah, but the back, well, let's go here.
Yeah, but we have to go in that side.
No, we go on that side.
Fine, whatever. He better be right. I'm kidding. It's probably too late for me to talk anyway. Hi. We'll see if he's right. He sounds confident. He's thirsty. He's determined. He wants to go get his something to drink. Me too, man. I'm like thirsty too. But Hello. Oh, maybe he is right. Okay. That's how I get lost. This is where we going? Oh, okay. Not just you. Hold on.
I don't think the.
No. Does anyone know if they um did it yet? The public comment, if it's over yet? Because I might not even need to go up there if it's over. Oh, bike guy sounds confident. Yeah, bike guy was right. I'll have to give it to him this time. I'll just tell him like oh, Kirby's mom, Minion Shards, drinks for you and bike guy. Oh, thank you, Kirby's mom. Yeah, we'll take it. I want to go, but I'm like, I can wait till after we speak. He's like, no, I need it now. We'll see. Does anyone know? Thank you, Kirby's mom. Oh, wait, here's order. Are you going to the meeting?
What is on the agenda?
Tomorrow's is gonna be better. There's a bunch of like a couple of the police stuff. Today it's not a whole lot of stuff. I just want to give my public comment and tell them that they owe me apologies. It's going on now. It may be too late. I need to find out if it's too late for me to give public comment.
You're gonna give public comment. I'll give it too. I don't know what I'll talk about. I'll talk about Karen Bass.
Yeah, any of it, anything. Or, okay, guys, I'm gonna go up. Well, you could talk about Hugo. He's like, you'd be face to face to Hugo. He's there.
So you want me to tell you now?
No, we're all streaming, so it's a stop.
Okay.
Like,
Good. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. I know. It's like first day back, right? Okay, hold on, guys. You excited? It's not too late for public comment, is it? Oh, man.
Anything better electronics? It's like a here.
Okay. I'm hoping. I'm gonna bust the. Thanks. Like, I go get your drink and then meet me upstairs because I'm not gonna wait for you with all that because you're gonna be going through three. You know, like city council, the regular city council, the regular city council. Oh my gosh. He'll be 10 years, so we'll definitely. He's a. Oh my God! Why do you wear all the metal boots in the middle? Like he's 20 minutes because he just it's Spike guy. Okay, I'll meet you up there. Go get your drink. Oh, sorry, guys. I didn't know I was muted. Sorry, guys. So there's, so I'm here with streets. We made it on time, I think.
Good morning.
Okay. Then I'll just go up there because I'll just.
Your name is before me.
Did you speak? Okay, they said I was called. Did you talk yet? They called my name. Hugo is a Scientologist.
World-class studio for decades to come. They will also create good paid jobs, sustainable jobs, both during construction and operation, so that LA remains.
Oh man, I forgot. I mean, my. Do you have the thing, the thing, agenda?
Production moving out of state.
Can I borrow it just for a sec? Because I wrote down what I wanted, but I forget. Thanks. Thank you. Sorry, guys.
Robert Smith, Luis Astorga, Tony Vinograd, Michael Hackman, Nicole Walton, Chandra Walkovich.
Not working. Okay, audit LA, all items, public comment.
3 minutes for the item, 1 minute. Let us know which item you do. Go ahead.
Okay, well, first I'd like to start with my public comment. I want to remind Bob, huh?
Oh, so after you start with the items like everyone else, then you bring your general public comment again. Go ahead.
Yeah, my brain works differently. I like to do it the other way around. As far as, okay, all the HOCLA stuff, I'm all for helping the unhoused, but you guys don't have it together, right? So I don't know what you're doing, but you need to do a better job, especially with this windstorm coming. I hope you're helping the unhoused. As far as the taxi commission person, I'm not for or against. It's just what I'm concerned about. And shout out to Smoke and Scan. Maybe they can agree. They'll all agree with me there that you guys just are not. You don't have your act together with anything. Because Bob owes me an apology. Miss, she owes me an apology. You know who you are. Okay. Except for Mr. McCosker. He's the only one who knows what he's doing. He's the only one I trust at this point. Right. So this is about the taxi commission guy. Okay. So I trust if Mr. McCosker says that this guy is good, then I trust it. But if he doesn't, so, it's up to what Mr. McCosker says. If he says he's good, I trust him. But everyone else, I don't trust you yet. Because you've been failing us over and over and over again. As far as all these lawsuits, how many lawsuits is it going to take?
So the closed session items were already voted on, and public hearings already will be advised. Again, please stick to the agenda item.
Okay, so.
Move to general.
Okay, I'll move to general.
1 minute for general. Go ahead.
Okay, Bob, and I don't see Mr. McCosker. I know his name is Bob too, right? But we call him Mr. McCosker because he has my respect. But Bob, where are you? You owe me an apology for trying to violate my rights. And where's the other one? Miss Rahman, you owe me an apology too. Don't forget it. I haven't forgotten it. I saw you on TV. No, Miss Padilla gave me. No, she's good. She's a shining star in the making. She's not Mr. McCosker level yet, but with Smoke and Scan, watching all your shenanigans, she's doing good. But but anyway, so I'm here too. Where's Hugo? You are failing us miserably. I am bringing you a Scientology billion-year contract because even it's the new year, you cannot get the 251 non-ADA compliant planters removed. Because why? Are you a Scientologist? I'm convinced you are at this point. Or are you just ineffective at what you do? Mr. McCosker would have had it removed a long time ago. Thank you. He's a Scientologist, I'm convinced. Prove me wrong.
Hugo's Scientologist.
Prove me wrong.
Shame on you, Hugo.
Yeah, prove me wrong. He's a Scientologist.
Shame on Hugo.
Yep. Wasn't get to prepare for.
Talking here, the effort for thank you all for allowing us to hear.
I love Demon from Smoke and Scan. I think like 1 through 5, like the whole bunch of them, like selling houses or whatever. I forgot, like they didn't have it, so I don't know, but I know it was hot stuff. So if you know about like selling house, you know, like it's selling houses, so then you can turn, and when they say off topic, say, oh, well, I'm selling this, you know what I mean? You can bring it back.
Be effective. She doesn't want to reach out. People are used, the basis, that's the right. Great job by moving about.
Right.
From top doors, because you know,
Right. Right. She's not standing in the way in North Hollywood. They're putting so many there that they're like, some of them are fighting back. Like, they don't want to spread it around. It's crazy. She's a Scientologist too, though, I'm convinced. Oh, I'm calling her out. I hope Crusoe just points it out to her. Not that I want him to win, but oh, hey, Miriam, you did amazing. All y'all did today. I know it must drive me nuts. People call from all over the world. And Gigi did amazing. I think I'm the only local. Am I the only local? Oh, you couldn't get through, Amy? What about Mona? Because I didn't see her either. So they kept. They should have kept. I don't know what. It's so corrupt. Oh man, with share too. It's crazy. There's our booted out sign. Here's our biggest SP now. He got kicked out of Scientology. Yep, they kicked him out. I'll have to ask him. Let me ask him. Sure, guy. They want to know, are you convinced now that Scientology is a cult? Okay. All right. If they call you, I'll let you know.
Let's talk back.
What? No, they kicked him out because he's friends with me. They said that, like, I begged them not to go in because they watch all my stuff. But I told them I have people on the inside that spill the real beans. I don't need to send anyone in. I got the people on the inside. I know, all that free food. That's probably poisoned or something. Yeah, but I wouldn't trust it. It's probably got xeno juice and xeno dust. I wouldn't trust it. But yeah, they kicked him out. I feel bad for him. Especially Scientology, yeah. Yeah. Let me see. Hey, Jan. Okay. Yeah, but if he gets called, I want to hear for if they call William Good. I want to hear if they call you though. Like he wants to talk to me about it, but I want to hear you go off on him. Okay. Here, yeah, tomorrow they're gonna have some LAPD stuff, like money for stuff, huh? Yeah, I'm done here, I guess. All right, watch your foot. So they want to know they want to know if you're convinced.
I'm gonna answer that question.
That it is a cult.
So the answer is, I am not convinced yet. However, I am convinced that they were using special technology to tracking me, to tracking everybody. For that part, I am convinced because
Okay.
the big blue building they denied me. So right now, every Scientology church I go, I'm trying to, because I still haven't done my IQ test. I won't know. They said I'm IQ deficient. They said I'm not.
Well, they tell that everybody that.
They said I need improvement.
Tell them, you know what you tell them? They're not, they joined a cult. So how smart are they? Like say you signed a billion-year contract to serve over for a million lifetimes. Like who is, IQ deficient? Like seriously.
Let me finish the question first.
Okay.
So I am convinced that they were using special technology, software, hardware to tracking me, tracking you, and then watching me every move. Once I denied by one church, anywhere I go, I was denied. So that was pretty scary. That was pretty a little bit alarming. That was a little bit suspicious.
Can I ask you a question about that?
Let me
Okay, finish first. Okay.
Question. Okay. So for that part, I am convinced. However, regarding, I heard you say sex trafficking, human trafficking, you said all those. That one I didn't see, so I'm not convinced on that part. So
I didn't say sex trafficking. I said sex abuse. I said human trafficking.
Because I'm not able to find out anymore. Because before I was trying to do it because I was trying to research on my own, to investigate on my own. But right now I no longer have that opportunity. I will never be able to find out the answer I was looking for.
Well, you can. No, you can investigate. No, that's not true. You're becoming an investigator, right?
Because they said I'm you hired.
I ruined you. Yeah, which is so crazy.
So right now.
Hey, Osa, I don't need him to go infiltrate you. I have your insiders talking to me. Okay, so what church or socially beneficial organization needs that level of, hi, Happy New Year. That level of intelligence gathering and surveillance and keeping you out the doors? Like what church needs that level? What are they hiding? Wouldn't that tell you, what are they hiding that they don't want me coming in here asking questions?
Yeah, that is suspicious part. Yeah.
Okay, so what are they hiding?
Something. I don't.
Okay, but it's not normal. You will admit to that, right?
That part, I agree it is suspicious. Yes, I agree.
Okay. Okay.
That part, I'm convinced.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so, and you have to ask yourself, like, what is the norm? Like, what, I would challenge you to go to 100 different, say, churches and civic event places.
Which is probably have that more than that.
Okay, and how many of them have done that much level of intelligence gathering and surveillance and picking you out if you, okay, right? And you could probably even go to them and like, you could probably go to any church and say, hey, I don't believe in God, I'm an atheist, but I still want your breakfast. And you think they're going to kick you out or they're going to give you the breakfast? There you go. Okay, so that's the norm. Okay, so there you go. So you have to ask yourself why this church is different. Why are they afraid to have you there? Why are they afraid? So what if you're not, someone who's anti-Scientology? So what if you're anti-Scientology? Shouldn't they be convincing you otherwise? Shouldn't they, like, see, if you came to my church.
There's a girl, I think, is that called Twila?
Twyla.
Twyla? She said, maybe I have a chance if I stop communicating, socialize with you or something. That maybe if I cut all the ties with all of you, she said.
Twyla, listen to me. I don't need him inside. I have people talking to me.
Let me tell you why. She is a nice.
I like Twyla. She's actually very intelligent.
She at least gave me a small advice. She said, hey, cut the ties with all of the wheelchair ladies, all of those camera guys, and then maybe I can help you out. Because everybody else only tell me, leave my property right now, otherwise I call 911, I'll leave you for trespass.
Let's get Twyla. I got along with Twyla.
At least Twyla gave me a small assistance. Hey, you know what? If you're really serious about it, if you're really sincere about it, hey, stop talking to them, stay away from them. And then
yeah, because they don't want you telling anyone what's really going on.
Something like
but see, you would be at the beginning. I have info from people who are way up higher, like,
oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, I have, oh, yes. Oh, I can tell, I mean, I know where Janet sleeps. I know how she's.
They said,
I know,
you can
so,
search online.
yeah.
You have to spend millions of millions.
I have one of her
dollars to
roommates.
Become OTA, millions of dollars.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. I know that. And you know what?
So even though I want to, there's no way I can do it.
Right, and they do not get, well, that's not true. Yeah, no, you can join Sea Org to do it. No, you can join Sea Org. Okay, and that's when you sign a billion-year contract, okay? You make $47 a week, okay? You work over 100 hours.
For signing that billion contract, what's the reason?
Because those are the most elite. They're the ones that are saving the planet. Okay, because you're committing all your future lifetimes. They believe you live life after life after life after life, and so you're pledging all of them to this cause. So you're the highest level of elite, you know. So she's the vice president. Yeah.
So she's the second man after David.
No, vice president of the California, also whatever, you know. So they have different. Yeah, she's very high up, and so is her ex-husband, who traded her in for a younger woman.
But a lot of Hollywood celebrities, Tom Cruise, those rich famous celebrities, they were part of Mel Gibson. They were part of.
Mel Gibson's not Scientology. I don't think, is he? I hope not. Well, okay, but you know what? That's what they use to make people, to normalize it, right? And to make it attractive and get big donors. Like they're trying to get those big donors. But they don't live, they have the money to do all the OT levels and they donate a lot of money. Like, yes. Well, he left at OT level 3, okay, when he found out about Xenu. I heard he left and said, this is bullshit. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He may not have gone through hear me out. I heard he was saying, I've had enough, I'm leaving. And then what they did was they gave him a sweetheart deal. Like he has everyone is like waits on him hand and foot, and they're all Scientology. So he doesn't have to deal with anyone outside of Scientology with any of his movie stuff. So they got him back, okay? And as they gave him a sweetheart deal. You would not get, you would be working for 110 hours a week for $47 a week. And if you did anything wrong, okay?
Physical punishment.
Oh, you lose a fourth of your money, so you're making $11 a week. You're put in for several years, minimum usually 2 years, could be 6 months, but it could be up to 7 indefinitely, because you have to partner up with somebody once you get to the RPF. They both have to help you get out. That's their, what's that stand for, RPF? Something RPF, I forget. I know it, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. But, okay, so you're in there, you do 5 hours of hard labor a day, hard labor, okay? And then,
I'm doing 5 hours a day right now.
yeah, hard, but for $11 a week. And then it's 5 hours a day, and then you do, I think, 6 or 7 hours a day or 5 hours a day of your auditing and your ethics, you know, all the stuff to help rehabilitate you. And rehabilitation project force, that's what it is. And yeah, so I'm going to keep fighting for him because I don't want him to go. Osa, you're very wrong. I am glad. Thank you for kicking him out, actually, Janet. I thank you because he's very curious, but he's also enticed by free food. And I would not want you to get a stranglehold on him. So I'm glad you kicked him out because I have people in the, you know, I have the people I need bending my ear. I already know so much about, and Janet's going to be shocked at the CPAP meetings when I tell her stuff that only insiders would know. Okay, so I will prove to them that somebody on the inside is talking to me. I will be able to prove to them. Okay, Janet, you're waiting for it. So Janet, you saved him. You know, Janet.
More people, you don't keep people out when you need more people. So they were doing the opposite way. So
what does that tell you?
When people like me, we were trying to get in, and then they kick me. So they were doing exactly the opposite of what they wanted. They want to expand. They want more people, millions more people, billions of more people. But when more people join it, they keep saying you hired me. They keep saying I work for you. So I don't understand why I work for you.
Okay, but see, this is where the human trafficking comes in. Okay, you want to hear how that comes in? Okay, because to do their recruiting, okay, they don't have enough people to do all their orgs and everything here for what they want to do. So they bring people in from different cultures. They promise them, like say you go to Ukraine, right? War-torn country, a lot of desperate people. And you go and say, hey, look, we can build a life for you here. We'll get you your visa, through the church. You come, work with us, and you're going to help save, the planet, save humanity. We're going to give you, your meals. You're going to get your how everything. You don't have to worry about anything. You get a stipend for, what else you need, but everything's, whatever. So how many people? So they're going to say yes, right? So they get them here. They bring them here, and then they put them in these orgs, okay? And then they take their documents. So if the people want to leave, they can't just leave. They hold their documents. That's human trafficking. So you can human traffic people without gagging them and kidnapping them. You can human traffic people through coercion, through lying, deceit, bait and switch, whatever you want to call it, because that's what happens. And then the people are stuck here, and you can't just easily leave. It's they put you through hell. You have to be really strong, mentally, to really be able to leave. And, because and it takes a long time if you want to leave. And even if like Laura, you met her, like she left, she did their process to leave. And she's still not allowed to talk to, her family, or because they're still in. So it's whatever. So, all right. So you have to ask yourself these questions. Why do they have so much surveillance to begin with?
The only concern I have is my original intent is looking for answer, and then it's still true right now. But right now, I no longer have opportunity to get answer. I will never be able to find.
Yes, you can.
I was denied access by everyone. So, so regardless they are right or wrong, I will never know forever. I will never.
Well, there's other ways. See, if you're an investigator, right, you're becoming okay. You realize when one avenue, when one lead, okay, closes up, there's always other avenues. You don't have to go into the belly of the beast to know what's going on. No, because they're going to hide it. Yeah, but you would have to work your way so far up to get to that point.
10 years, 20 years, 30 years or something.
No, I mean, you'd find out real quick when they got you in, because you would have to join Sea Org, and you'd be in hell. You'd be begging me, calling me, please come get you,
And that's another thing is that at the Hollywood that office, they told me they sell a course about $250, $275. There's a course.
Yeah, you had to pay for everything.
$50, of course.
For the same one?
I mean, it's all about marriage, successful relationship. So that's the one.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Okay, all right, here's a question about a successful family. Like, let's take Laura, or like any of these kids growing up in this. Their parents in Sea Org have to work 100 hours a week. Okay, that's a lot of, they saw their parents. Right. Other people in Sea Org, like these nannies who are not really doing anything.
Which is called childcare.
Yeah, so that's.
So they have their own childcare.
Yeah, if you want to call it that. So, I don't know what they know about families. Okay, so this is just to get money. Whatever they're teaching you, it's just to get money. The what?
1 day off.
No, they don't. You don't get 1 day off. No, because I was on. I had to go. So every time a phone call, I have to like get out. I swear, I think because it's always these sales calls whenever I'm on streaming. Okay, you might see your parents a couple of times a year, or maybe yes, or maybe I've heard someone say like maybe 15 minutes, a half hour, a couple times a week.
A year?
Yeah,
A week? Yeah.
maybe. No, I mean there's some people. No, and some people it's like it depends because one parent may be in a different. They may be in Florida. And the other one is in New York, or whatever, or LA. I mean, yes. Oh, yeah, they wreck families. They're not into family solutions. They're into wrecking families. So would say that again, because I keep getting, now I'm getting all these spam calls because they don't want you talking to me. So they know that you went in. So that I'm telling you, they're calling me. I'm getting all these spam calls. Okay, guys, I am being spam called right now. I am. Sorry, guys. I'm back.
Here, my thank you, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, was Miss Looking.
Yeah, she was on. Yeah, she said, yeah, she acknowledged it. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, that's all good.
All right, but no, I have a question for you. Okay. And like, I don't know there's some drama that's going on early, which I will, take care of it offline privately. Okay. I just don't do anything. I stay in my lane, but just know that I will be, talking about it. Okay. And I'll talk later about that. But, anyway, yeah, I have a question. Okay. What church and what organization needs, like, do you see how many cameras and see how quickly they're able to get that all around? So everyone knows about you now. You could probably go to the London one and they're going to say, oh, no,
That's 2 weeks straight.
no, you want to bet?
Probably all over California, I'm assuming, I only assume, when I go to Florida, Clearwater, they don't know me.
Oh, I guarantee you they know. That's their headquarters. That's their.
So it'll be too extreme that one city, Los Angeles, the whole United States knows me. That's too.
What do you think, guys? Do you think it's just local that they know him, or do you think that Clearwater would know him?
I'm not that
and around the world.
name. I'm not a big person. Why do they need me all over the United States? It doesn't make any sense.
Because you are an SP now. Okay, so welcome to the group. You're a squirrel now. You're a squirrel.
What is SP?
SP is that's anyone that is like that they consider a suppressive person. You're not a suppressive person, so you're against Scientology.
Which is I never did.
Right, so they're liars right there.
How? I mean, can you provide me with any evidence I'm against Scientology at any point?
No, you've been defending them. So, Janet, you guys are stupid because you know what? I thank you for dumping them, but maybe she did me a favor, maybe because, yeah. Like seriously, he was willing to give it a shot.
They said we are.
No, he's cool. He's good. I know. It's okay. We got him in trouble. But you're a suppressive person. You're an SP now. So you're on the list, and that goes, I guarantee you, it's through all of them. Miriam, are you here? Miriam?
Process to remove me from
No.
that SP list.
No.
Get off
No.
of it. Is there a like application process or?
Nope. So you have to wear gold. See that gold color? Because I want to say, do you think he's on the list for? I would say, yeah. Once you're on the list, it probably goes through all the email. Like it's. They have a book. They keep a book.
But again,
I'm in the book.
I should never be on that list. First of all, I should never be on the list. Second of all, assuming I made a mistake, I am anti-Scientology. But do I get a chance to correct my mistake?
No.
Do I have a chance to rectify my mistake and rejoin Scientology? Why that? I mean, one mistake I'm out forever.
Well, if you were in it already, okay, and already.
They allow me to stay.
Well, I mean, you would have to go to the RPF and pay for, which is very hard.
Right.
They are hidden. They eat rice and beans. They eat after everyone else. They don't get to celebrate Christmas. They don't get to they don't get to interact with other people, and they do a lot of hard labor. So, and you would have to do it until you're cleared. Hey, Lionel. You would have to do it until you're cleared.
I just wish that Scientology can give me a fair trial.
Okay, how about this? I'll offer you this.
Give me a fair trial. I should be tried with evidence. Like what day,
right.
What time, what location.
But we're talking Scientology.
What location that I did anything about anti-Scientology.
Hey, Miriam, so if he.
I don't even know what Scientology is.
But okay, so Miriam, they kicked him out, okay? He went to like 4 or 5 different Sea Orgs here, and they said, well, no, you're friends with the lady in the chair, so you're kicked out. I'm telling him that because they have his picture and they sent it, he thinks it's just local. Do you think if he were to go to yours, bye, Lionel, good, oh, have fun. Do you think that, okay, do you think that it made it to all of the orgs, like his SP condition. You know what we can do? I'll do it if you want to go meet up and go. Twyla, is she still at the
Yeah, she's there.
which at Hollywood Boulevard one, right? Why don't I go with you and assure her that you are not helping me? Twyla knows me.
They said all this conversation, we were acting. That's what they said. They said all of us.
But he's not even an actor. Okay, but let's talk. Okay, well, let's get the rundown and get the list of what you can do.
Okay.
Okay, I'll go with you. I'll talk to Twyla. I wonder if Twyla would talk to me and be like, I can vouch that I don't need him on the inside because he'd be too low level. Like, no offense, like I said, I don't talk to the employees. I must not, like, I want the people that pay, so I want the big guns. So I have people info from the inside. So Osa, you hear me, Osa? Somebody on the inside is talking. I don't need this guy. Let him go have his free lunch. Let him go take his psychology, whatever test and tell him that he's stupid. Tell him he has no IQ, even though you're the one that signed a $1 billion contract. He's not that dumb. Well, hopefully you're not that dumb. Would you be that dumb to sign a $1 billion contract?
They don't even know my name. They don't even know my phone number. So.
Oh, yes, they do.
No.
Oh, yeah, because you don't have no footprint, right? You have no.
They do not.
Because
the other guy, your best friend said, he said he can search my name, my email address, my phone number, and he still does not tell me anything.
But let me say it. Yeah, but he knows Twyla. Have him tell Twyla to get you in.
He said last week in LA Commission.
I know.
Let me take a picture of you. I know your home address. I know your.
But they send private investigators. But I'm trying to tell you, Osa, I don't need him on the inside. That he would be so low level. That doesn't do me any good. See, they don't know. They have someone on the inside that's talking.
Scientology, if you're listening to this, I know you are listening.
Oh, they definitely are.
I just want to give me a fair trial. So if you saw the video, listen to the video. Which point?
Yeah, he's been defending you guys.
Give me a quote. Under what circumstances? Which part of the video? Give me the quote that I am anti-Scientology.
You know what? Why don't you sign a $1 billion contract and then turn it in?
I'm only asking questions about Scientology. I never said it because I don't know what is Scientology. I don't say anything about it I don't know. So I only ask questions about Scientology. But again, just because my mother is anti-Scientology doesn't mean I am. Just because my brother is anti-Scientology doesn't mean I am. Just because my father is a Democrat does not mean I am. So that's a basic critical thinking 101 you learn in high school. That's a really elementary argument.
Okay, but you're talking to a cult.
That's very, very basic.
Okay, but that's logic.
Just go to a college class, take a reading class, taking a critical thinking class, you will understand. Just because my friend LA is anti-Semitic doesn't mean I am. Just because she is vegetarian doesn't mean I am. Just because she loves Michael Oscar doesn't mean I am. So,
Okay, well, because that means you have, these are people in a cult, okay, who allow themselves, right, have no logic. Well, they sign a $1 billion contract for $50 a week.
Logic.
So that tells you everything you need to know.
I am convinced they are not able to having a logical conversation with me because I'm trying to prove myself. I try to request, hey, Twyla, can I get your supervisor? I want to speak with someone because you were accusing me for something I didn't do. I never anti-protest. I never do anything that
I bet he will be with
that hurt Scientology. I didn't do any of that. I didn't say anything about it. I didn't do anything about it. You need to, if you want to evaluate me, you should evaluate me correctly.
Right, shouldn't they?
I want to,
I agree with you.
Your supervisor, let's evaluate all of the video of let's do that together.
They give you a lawyer, like a lawyer, yeah.
Which section I say anything against myself?
Actually, you've been very much like, I don't believe you. Like, you're more than anything. Like, you're like, I don't believe that. I need, So yeah, you've been more pro Scientology or, than anti.
Not pro, it's just I want want to verify myself, that's it. I just want to see it myself.
Okay, well, you know what? They're in a cult, all right?
But right now, because of my friend, oh yeah, like.
I ruined it for you.
I will
But
never
just,
have a chance.
true, but this thing, you wouldn't have known about them if it wasn't for me either, right? You wouldn't have been going there because you wouldn't have known. But see, now you're getting to see what the cult really is. Because see, and how racist is that? Am I a what have I done to them? Nothing. I haven't done anything to them. They've done to me. I have done nothing to them.
What did they have done? There's nothing they can do to you.
Well, they send, what do you call it, investigators, and they mess with you. Yes, following, look, trust me, and they've talked to people.
So
they're trying to get the.
Sending someone like
Yes.
stalking you?
Well, they've investigated, they have all my info. Yeah, we've had people come up.
How do they have your info? How?
Facial recognition.
So they know your name, they know your address, they know your phone number?
They know, yes, yes, I get calls every day, for setting up my funeral. Like, they just mess with you. Yeah, every day. Yes, and I know it's them. Other things have happened, yes.
I believe the part they were following you, investigating you, monitor you.
Yeah.
I believe, I'm convinced.
Okay.
But if you're saying they take a picture and then all of a sudden they know your address, they know your.
No, they get investigators. They get investigators.
Because your friend at Street LA said he's gonna find out.
Well, they hire.
Your friend.
Just because he hasn't told, okay, he's not a private investigator. They get private investigators, okay? And they hire them. Yes, right, they can follow you, okay? I've had.
That's why you need the bike guy, so you
Right. He does, but they have put air tags, okay? They put air tags, and then they mess with little things that just psychologically, whatever, but it's, you know, whatever, it is what it is.
Hold up, do you know Scientology before we met her?
I knew of it, there was Ron Hubbard, by where we live, it had cameras everywhere, it was like where I never opened, I didn't think, it's just weird. They're no longer there.
So you only know of it, okay, so basically you.
Well, same here. No, I started because of the guy, the other guy at the police commission. Yeah, I knew of it because I was, you know, I had to deal with them, but I didn't know how crazy and evil they were. They are evil.
Watching the video with Angels security in the original building, she wanted to go check it out, they're in the security, so we did it. And basically,
Angel is the rude one. Angel is the rude one.
Were you leaving, Miriam?
I said.
Have a good night. I don't know what time it is. Are they serving lobster and steak?
And then they said, you know, leave.
He met Laura. It didn't go well, but they're gonna meet him again. She didn't really. You have a good night, Miriam. Miriam, she's doing this from friggin' not Austria. I can't think of it. Denmark. Okay.
No way.
Yeah, she called in today. She's the one who.
Your video?
No, she called today. She is on there, like she's on them. She calls in all the, you know, and she can't do this meeting, but all the meetings you'll hear. Yes, she calls in. She is on their case from Denmark.
So she called in this meeting
from the police one. She spoke at the police one.
Oh God, fabulous. Crazy.
Yeah, from Denmark.
That was crazy. Okay, that's not interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
How do you make friends?
She's amazing.
Someone from Denmark. So
well,
she is protesting against Scientology.
Because in Denmark, yes.
They have churches in Denmark.
Yes, that's like I think the European. I did an interview on her channel. I think she's been in it longer than me. Yeah, and this one is like and so she does it, and so people, they find each other.
In Taiwan, they officially recognize Scientology. But in mainland China, it was categorized by the Chinese Communist Party as cult. So,
good, that's what it needs to be.
Mainland China does not allow the practice of Scientology. The mainland China, Scientology still has Hong Kong, Taiwan, Macau, those areas.
Well, if did you get on the computer, right? Did you ever look up Operation Snow White, which I asked you to look into?
I forgot. Nope.
Okay. Well, can you look into it? Snow White.
Okay.
Hello. Good. How you doing? Happy New Year. So yes, Operation Snow White. Like, do some research.
I was trying to go to that winter wonderland.
I'll probably rather be in Maui. I know, sorry guys.
Play on the winter wonderland.
Wait, yeah, I'm sorry. You don't take it personally. You're not mad at me, are you?
Nope.
Oh, see, he's sweet. He's not mad at me. I'll try to fix it for you.
I am mad.
Oh, bye, Hatches.
I'm mad at you that.
Thank you all for being here. Okay, well, we had to find food for him.
I'm waiting for your barbecue cookout.
We just talked about, yeah, well, because we have to wait. I know, well, because it's probably going to be closer, like when it's like spring or something, you know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you. And I did get to talk to the, had to do personal one too, but we did get to talk to them to keep pushing.
Thank you, Miss Lupita. I'll catch you tomorrow.
All right. So wait, around the corner from Blue, where's food? You can talk to him. You can talk to him. I don't care if you talk. What are you talking about? Talk to him all you want. He likes anything. I think he just wants the food. All right, guys, that's the end of the meetings today. He probably does. Yeah, so, yeah, Street says he has, I need to get something to drink downstairs.
Where's he at?
He has court, but I don't know. He said he doesn't, that we don't need to go. It's not like, it's his lawyers. Oh, shoot, yeah, let me tell, oh, man, okay, I'm gonna sign off and I'm gonna show him I wanna show Shirk guy no. Just let me in there. I wanna show him. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna say, bye, good, thank you, everyone. Thank you for my mods. All right, meet me back here and then I'm gonna get off so I could show him the video. Oh, wait. Ah.
Here as well. We represent 160,000 members of 48 local unions, and we are very strongly in support of the television.
I just want to tell him something real quick. Then I'm leaving. Do you want to see that video? The video of you? Yeah, out there though. Okay, guys, I'm gonna. Let's go. Okay. All right, guys. So I'm gonna get off so I can show them the video, and I'm leaving anyway. We're done for the day. But tomorrow is another day. Tomorrow is back here in Public Works. Thank you, everyone, and I'm gonna say good night for now. Oh man, another fire.
Channel, I will lose her channel.
Okay. I'll show you real quick. All right, bye, guys.
Yeah.